time for Ask the Expert. A new survey found that 62% of parents admit they overspend at the holidays.
And that may not be surprising, but the way they are funding their fund should be surprising, or could be. Certified financial planner Tony Drake with wealthwisconsin.com has some tips on how to avoid busting your budget this year. Tony, thanks so much for being with us.
Great to be here.
Well, this is obviously a common question every year. How do you avoid doing this? Do we know how we can spend less with our family this year?
Yeah, it is a hard topic because it's hard to not overdo it. You know, on average, we're going to spend about $1,500 this year on holiday spending. And the biggest part is having a budget and sticking to it. So if you can do that, if you don't know where to start, we have a great worksheet at our website, wealthwisconsin.com, but having that budget is the first step.
But how do you, okay, so the budget's the first step. You get the budget. Now you're blowing the budget. What are people doing that's causing them to blow the budget?
The biggest mistake we see is winging it. Maybe it's a lot of us guys on Christmas Eve, right? We're rushing through the mall with no plan whatsoever. So bring that worksheet with you. Make sure you know your budget. We recommend to our clients about 1% of your gross income. So if you make $50,000 a year, $500 budget, have your names listed. I'm good in the look on $500.
For everybody,
right? I know it's tough, but if you can stick to, if you want a bigger budget, that's great. We just have to plan ahead of time. But you know, bring that list with you and make sure you're sticking to it. Another area we see a lot of mistakes is gift cards. They're really convenient. People can get exactly what they want, but because the dollar amount is listed on a card, people tend to spend about 20% more. So make sure you're sticking to your budget with those gift cards. That makes a big difference as well.
All right, so you keep saying stick to your budget. Is there a way we can actually fund a budget so that we're prepared come the holidays?
I mean, that's the best. If you haven't done it in the past, now's a great time to start. Figure out what you want to spend next year. Stick a little bit aside each paycheck each month. Next year, you're going to have a nice account to start with. The hard part is a good percentage of folks are actually dipping into their emergency savings. Some people are even accessing their 401ks and their IRAs, which is the last thing we want to do. Really want to make sure we have that money set aside and we're not blowing it there.
For holiday spending, they're going into the reserve?
Isn't that something? Yeah.
That doesn't sound like it's worth it at all.
Really not worth it.
Not in the long run.
Yeah, not in the long run. Not only will that money not be there when you need it, if you're too young, you're going to have a 10% federal penalty plus the taxes on those accounts. So remember, every dollar you're taking out of there is not a dollar. You got a lot of penalties and taxes there.
How are you doing on your budget?
Pretty good because I haven't started yet.
You'll be out there Christmas Eve.
I'll be rushing at the last minute.
All right, Tony. Thanks so much for your time. Some great ideas today.
Thank you.